Hey Google Pixel fans, for a limited time, get both our Sprint Unlimited plan and the all-new Google Pixel 3a included for under $35 per month per line for 5 lines. All you need is approved credit, a 24-month installment billing, and a new line of service. Visit your local Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT1 today. Phone $11.07 per month after $556 per month credit. Apply within 2 bills. Remaining balance due if canceled early. Unlimited basic after $630.20. Pay $32 per month per line for 5 lines with autopay. Data deprioritization during congestion excludes taxes, surcharges, and roaming. Speed maximums, use rules, and restrictions apply.
And now, an ad from Dad.
All right, save money on car insurance when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Can I take these off? All right. What is this? This looks good. Wow, that's well made. Where did you get this? I'm talking to you with the hair. Yeah, where did you get this? It's good stuff. That's solid. That's not veneer, that's solid stuff.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Hi, this is Jim the Keys bartender coming to you from the Blackwater Siren here on Blackwater Sound. I'm being joined here by Bill.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Luke.
Yep.
And Jerlyn. And I'm the host of the Keys Bartender Show. And let's regroup for a moment. Today's episode is called The White Paper. And we're going to do a little recap of last week's occurrences. Something happened when I was working yesterday. I'm going to go right into it. It's going to be really interesting. So we're going to all hear it the first time.
It was a jam.
I wasn't there. I don't have a description.
No, Luke was.
Let me explain what happened. Okay, well, you hold.
Luke knows next time
Bill
needs to get tied up doing all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
He needs cattle prods and zip ties.
Let me say what happened. let me say what happened. So yesterday, Monday, right after lunch, I think, Bill comes walking in the front door with a pot of flowers and 2 fancy boxes of chocolate for Kathy.
And Kimberly.
And Kimberly.
Oh, okay.
But Kimberly wasn't.
Kimberly's not there. But
not there on Monday. So I come in, and Kathy just went, well, he's trying to make up for something. And I said, well, she said, you were there. And I said, really? I said, well, I was there Friday. I said, he was fine.
So what happened?
He was fine. Now, that's what I want to know. This is where Bill can fill us in.
I just decided that I had to do some Peruvian marching powder, which I normally don't do. And
okay. Well, no.
Commenced to drinking probably 3/4 of a bottle of bourbon.
What day was it? What day?
Thursday night.
Thursday night. Okay, Thursday night I do not work. And so you and your band were playing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a rock star night. It was good. We had a bunch of fun.
I was there that night, I think, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were.
Okay. And what happens during?
See, shit always happens when I'm around,
Yeah.
man. Fuck.
Well, during the show, you're drinking beer, you're doing
Yeah, but
shots.
we have like a beer set. We don't take it too extreme because you got to be able to play.
Yep.
Except for they were doing shots of Jack very frequently.
Oh yeah.
That was that was like the last 3 songs.
Last 3 songs. That'll get you there real quick at the end if you're already up, going down the road.
And by
I
that
thought
point,
that was the last 3 sets, but
Did you eat? Did you eat?
Oh hell no!
See,
Hello.
empty stomach. Yeah, an
ruins
empty
your
stomach.
buzz.
It does kills your buzz.
But I didn't hear anything in particularly bad.
no, I was just drunk.
That's
So you
it?
were apologizing with the flowers?
Oh yeah.
Because you were drunk. Oh, wait a second.
No, because I am a loud,
How
belligerent
did you
drunk
wait?
when I
Somebody,
get that hard.
You didn't get taken home. I heard.
No, they dropped me off at my office, and it took 3 of them, and they said next time that they're trying to go take me somewhere, they're bringing cattle prods and zip ties.
Oh, okay. And they dropped you off at the office. Why? What was the reasoning behind that?
Because I didn't want to go get dropped off with my wife.
Oh. I had that once.
He wasn't done.
No, he was done.
Yeah, he was done, but he didn't think he was done.
No, I knew it. No, if I
Oh.
got dropped off at home, I would have been
obviously
done.
you had enough.
Oh, you would've been
had
done,
enough
done.
wit-
Oh,
you had
okay.
enough wits about you that you had you thought
Yeah, that's just hardwired in my
Trouble.
brain, man.
Trouble.
that's like fire or
Don't
something
be
like that.
don't
pulling
be
away
stupid
from
with the
fire.
wife.
Yeah, no.
Holy shit! I've been dropped
Okay.
off at the door when I with my first wife. That I was completely
wife.
incoherent. Dropped off. But and you've been there, Luke.
Too many times to fucking count.
Okay. Well, what's the process for getting back in the good graces for you?
I just get her equally fucked up, and then she acts like an asshole, and then we're all even.
You mean after the fact?
Oh, no.
Well, actually, we've been going back and forth for years, man. Because
I've seen Kimberly crawling.
Yeah.
But they have an even keel. They really do. They've been together so long that they don't say anything to each other in a negative way. In some way.
Holy shit.
Well, I mean, but you go.
we're just not sensitive to it,
Yeah.
Right.
I call her hose bag. She calls me dickhead. or
Right.
Yeah, no, they
Right.
say some.
I've been
Jackwagon.
assaulted.
but I guess
But
they're,
they understand
they're-
because they've been together so long.
they're
they accept it.
desensitized. They're desensitized
No,
to
they
being called
accept it
dickhead.
because
Bill
they
has
love
been
each other so
assaulted.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been
My
assaulted by his wife at the bar because she got
She thought he
quick
was me.
glance,
Oh.
long hair cowboy hat, smack off the top of your head, grabbed me by the beard. What the hell are you
Yeah.
doing? Oh, sorry.
Oops. Wrong color beard.
Like, sorry.
Okay. Well, yeah, you know what? That worked really well. Whatever the I'm not talking about the
What?
the booze and the
No,
other
the flowers and the chocolates?
The flowers and chocolate.
Dude, man,
Yeah.
you piss off women. You walk up with a bag of Godiva out there. That makes up a whole
Well, you know,
big
It
world of
definitely
shit.
helps.
Well, after a certain amount of time, they just like today, I wouldn't I wouldn't go up with a bag. I'd have to do something else. I'd have to have maybe a quartet.
And
A string
main
quartet.
course, like Italian
Yeah,
dinner with
yeah.
seven entrees. And,
Champagne.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I do like the sentiment of how you did it. And I guess if you don't do it, you
No,
if
usually
if you did now, obviously that doesn't. I've known you for a while. I haven't seen you
usually
do that
I'm the
before, so
one-
you did it once.
Usually, I'm the one to offer restraint and the ride, and you guys need to come home, and we need to calm down.
Yeah.
When I decide I need to tie one on, oh my God!
Well, we're all human. It's good that we have friends down here that don't allow us to just cut loose on our own.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
all love each other, so it's all.
And we've
we
all
take
been
care
there,
of it.
and we all fucking get it. you
Yes.
know?
we
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Well,
We do.
and I suggest Luke Glenn is an excellent source of advice for people how to get out of less than stellar behavior, and that's a compliment. Do you take it? You know what I mean? You have great advice on what. I mean, it may not work for anything. I don't think I'd go up and use the same words you use with your wife.
Well, being a happy, cordial drunk
it
always
is-
helps.
If I bring home a really good stinky bud, the old lady's fucking happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Smiling.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, but look,
All
what
the
I
bad
brought,
things
babe.
just
Yeah.
went away.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, well, all right.
All right, Luke, you're not such an asshole.
Okay. Well,
Oh, you're still an asshole.
You're
but-
still an asshole, but whew, thank you.
let's. So that leads in. That whole story leads into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde,
Sorry.
the duality of humanity.
Yes.
I don't want to say of mankind because I guess men and women go and do it. So we're right now. You haven't had that much to drink. I haven't had anything to drink
I've
yet.
had 2 drinks.
Okay, well, you haven't had that much to drink. So with that, you're fine. You know how you're supposed to behave. You know you want to be kind to people. Someone maybe gives you a crossword. You may not respond right away to that. But at a certain point, we're kind of keeping a cap on those parts of ourselves and our brains of not striking out against people. You know what I mean? When someone pisses you off.
I've never been physically.
Abusive.
No, but physical or
yeah,
physical
I'm
or
not-
verbal.
I'm not.
I don't
I'm
think
a
you've ever
verbal
even been
guy.
in
No, but
your tongue. I don't think you've ever been bow your tongue, Luke. I mean,
I've always barked harder than I bite. I'm not a
I've been
biter.
hit with words as hard as I've been hit with been punched.
Yeah, I mean,
know?
I know that Luke, he's passive. So if anyone's ugly with him, he's going to be la, 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 yeah,
Fuck it,
yeah.
I don't give a shit.
And he doesn't. And that's Luke, and that's awesome. That's
I heard
wonderful.
you get angry before.
Well,
no,
yeah,
I
I'll
get
get
mad,
angry.
but I
I
get
call you
mad over.
motherfucker and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I get pissed off every now and again.
Yeah, but
but you got to get pissed
Well,
off every now
think
and
of
again.
those hold my beer
That's
moments
human.
in your life, Luke. You know where you go and so you're about to do something really stupid, and it doesn't necessarily have to be something violent. It could be poor behavior.
well, poor behavior's everywhere.
Well, okay. Well, no, just think
Especially
of it.
driving.
The way there's a tipping point. So, like, you can go to a strip club, a football game, a fraternity or sorority initiation. I'm just pulling these up as an example.
Okay.
People do things that they wouldn't do
Right.
under the influence and in groups
Correct.
that they normally wouldn't do.
Correct.
Just think of that. You know, if a bunch of guys are hanging out, you're on the street. I mean,
Right.
yeah, a pretty woman walks by, you're not start throwing money on her and asking her for a lap dance.
Right.
Well,
Right.
no.
Unless
No,
they're
they don't.
cocktailed.
Well, you see, you're drinking.
Where are we?
You missed the beginning of it.
No, but at a high school football game, the hot-looking chick sitting in front of you, and you're joking around with your buddies, and you're doing rude shit behind their back, and you're turning around to gain approval from your buddies, and you realize that the girls have turned around and caught you being rude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate when that happens, man.
No, there you go. That's your better self telling your base yourself what you did is wrong. Because if you weren't embarrassed by it, there
I
wouldn't
know,
be
that's
nothing
why I
to
have
be
no
apologized.
shame now. I have
Yeah.
humiliated myself
I'm
so
not talking
much.
about necessarily your situation.
No,
there.
I'm,
just talking
I'm
about.
talking in general. No, I don't have a whole lot of shame.
Well, when
Well,
the
I mean,
masses
you may not
get
have anything to apologize for then.
No, but it's no. My whole thing with the flowers and the chocolates and all that was, hey, I made you guys. I was a pain in the ass for you guys. Here's a little thank you for putting up with my drunk ass.
So, okay, I'll tell you, even less. It doesn't involve liquor. Today, I'm making a delivery. You all know that I have a baby furniture rental business. I was delivering a crib down to.
No,
a
he
condo.
does not rent babies.
Do not rent babies.
no, unfortunately, because I'd rent a baby girl right now.
No, but I go down to condo. I'm supposed to meet the housekeeper. The housekeeper wasn't there, so I'm waiting about 30 minutes. But granted, I got there a little early, but I ended up getting in 20 minutes later than we were supposed to meet. So I'm down there. I had a bunch of things to do today. And then I get to the house, and they let me in, and they told me directions to go someplace in the back of the house. And he says, tight stairways, and I'm carrying up 80 pounds of equipment up these tight stairways. And I'm kind of roll at it. And I felt I was being slightly rude to this woman.
It's okay.
I was being rude to this woman. And I started setting up in the room they told me to set up in the back of that house on the top floor. And she goes, not that back. She goes, on the other side here. You mean in the front? And I said, they said the back. And they go, because what would you consider that? She goes,
Right.
the front. But it's more like a room that would be in the back.
Right. Hello.
But it wouldn't be described as right. But I went like this, and I kept on it, and it was hot.
Okay.
It was hot up there, and it was one of
Dee-dee-dee.
those things roofs. And I'm getting on myself, and then all of a sudden, I'm thinking this poor woman's making up for something she didn't have anything to do with, right?
Yeah.
And I'm being rude, and she's feeling it, palpable anger at her. And right at the end, I went down and apologized to her, and I said, "Listen, I'm sorry if I sounded cranky. I just wasn't expecting the tight quarters going up there and it being
Right.
so hot,
Right.
and then having to move and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if I took it out on you."
Everybody's directions are different. That's
No,
all.
no, but I mean, I knew in my head, I
Yeah.
started acting one way,
Right.
but at the end,
right.
I started changing. I'm not saying, hey, look at me being a better
Sure.
person, but there's plenty of times when I've done stuff,
Yeah.
when I'm talking to somebody and I'm like getting pissed off, and then I've some look at that person, I go, holy shit, what the fuck
Yeah.
did that person do to get this from
Yeah.
me? Some guy
Right.
came in late last night. He got all banged up in the Irma. His place got destroyed, and he just moved up that day up to near the Big Chill.
Yep.
Okay.
And he looked a little rough, this guy. And he came in like 3 minutes before the kitchen closed and was hungry. And I don't know, I never told you guys, but I got a soft spot. Someone's hungry. I don't have a compunction to tell them, no, go someplace else to drink. You know what I mean?
9:02.
Yeah. Well, 10 o'clock we closed, but it was 2 minutes to 10. So, but if they're hungry,
Here, let me check with the kitchen and see if they'll get you something.
Yeah. No, I just said, I
I
hold
mean,
up,
I
I'm
understand
gonna-
their fryers are probably going to be down, but they could put something on the griddle or
Well,
something
if
in
it's
the
before
microwave. They
before
could.
10 o'clock, it's supposed to be hot, ready to go.
Whatever. You
No.
know, there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. So no, we fed him, and after a while, that first idea,
Right,
I
Luke?
had-
Right, Luke?
Luke's just chowing down.
There's
here.
a will,
He's
there's
eating
a way.
He's eating what are
Luke's
you eating?
got
A
a
French
prime
dip
Yeah.
sandwich?
Easy
Prime
eating.
rib
No, I'm
sandwich,
eating a
man.
prime rib sandwich and some onion
that's a
rings.
good
That's
looking
why he's so
sandwich.
quiet right
It's
now.
really
He's eating
good
a prime
sandwich,
rib.
too.
Yeah. How the hell did you get that? I didn't even see you go up there and order that.
He ordered it.
Pre-ordered?
Yes.
Pre-ordered?
No.
No, he walked up
They
there and
have,
said, "I
they
want a
have
prime rib
16
sandwich."
slices of prime rib.
I said, I'm hungry. What you got? And he said, prime rib sandwich. I said, sold.
They have like 16 fresh slices because they cook it for this holiday, for this day. And
What
Luke
holiday
just
is
got,
this?
it's the day that they cook prime rib.
Oh,
That's a holiday for
oh
me.
yeah,
holiday.
Easter has all
Well,
these
well,
built-in
actually, we're rolling
special
up on
days.
we're rolling up on Easter.
Like it was
And,
like Palm Sunday.
Yeah.
Right. No,
Did
no
you
special
ever
holiday.
wait, Bill?
Palm
Did you
Sunday
ever
was for me
celebrate?
is when you got fucking
Passover
open-handed
growing up?
smacked instead of
You
punched
did?
in the face.
When was the last time?
Oh,
no,
my.
no, we're all the same tradition. It's Easter week, and Passover runs around the same time. Similar.
Yeah, we had
within a
Palm
couple weeks.
Sunday this past
When-
Sunday.
Probably about 40 years ago.
What? 40 years ago was the last time you
Oh, yeah,
celebrated?
that's the last time I put up with that shit.
Not
oh,
me.
really?
Oh, yeah.
Is that? Oh no,
I
that's
go.
Passover when you paint goat's blood on your door.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a whole lot
That was
longer
the
than
Ten
that.
Commandments. That was when they were in Egypt.
But I still celebrate Easter, and Palm Sunday, and
Easter Bunny. That's when.
That's when-
That's when the Easter Bunny first hatched out of the egg, and he was
Don't- hey,
resurrected out of the
Luke,
egg or
don't
whatever.
don't take it up the keister for Easter.
Cool. I wasn't
everybody
planning
has
on
their.
it.
You didn't have anything to say. About
I wasn't
that.
planning on it, but
No, no. But Bill just said the last time he celebrated Passover. And Passover is when they eat radishes, unleavened bread, right?
Yeah, something like
Bitter,
that.
salt. They dip the bread in salt, and the salt is the.
Let's
I
eat
know it's a
something really
commemorate
shit.
their slavery, right?
Close enough, yeah.
It was like
good.
why do we partake of these bitter herbs and unleavened bread? That's the youngest male, right? I knew because I grew up. I had a lot of Jewish friends, and they ask these questions, and the father of the house would go and do it, and that's pretty cute. It's kind of weird that Passover and Easter fall around the same time, but
Well,
I
they're
think
all
they
the
did it
same
on
damn-
purpose.
They're
Yeah,
all the same damn holiday.
it's
And they
all
all
the
go.
same.
They all got co-opted from.
It's all for a
what,
reason.
Istar, I think the Indian goddess, which was one of the fertility goddesses.
ISIS?
No, Indian.
Indian
Ishtar.
goddess.
Indian Ishtar,
Yeah,
a
that-
Hindu goddess.
Probably.
Oh, and she's gosh
Ishtar.
damn gorgeous. I've
Yeah,
seen paintings of her,
she's
man.
the goddess of. It was.
I thought that was
an
like a
old,
Babylonian.
It was an
and
old
Egyptian
pagan.
ones.
It used to be an old pagan fuck fest, and they co-opted it with all the other religions so they could get everybody to show up.
Huh.
That's what they do with all of them.
Yeah, they adopt all the pagan religions, all the.
Yeah, they get all the pagan
Okay,
holidays.
okay. In the Catholic Church, that's where they did the weird.
do everything
What's
on
the
the
weird? The
solstices.
weird. The reason it's a movable. They call it a movable feast because it's from the time they set the calendar. It moves every year. Something to do with the last full moon or something.
Probably.
And then it goes
Oh, I
40.
don't know that.
And then it goes 40 days from that Ash Wednesday to.
They've played with
to
the
Easter.
clock so much I can't even keep up with it.
Well, it doesn't matter. The clock is that space of little less than 6 weeks. Little 5 and it's a little less than 6 weeks. So Wednesday to that Sunday is the 40 days of Lent, and equals the 40 days
Right.
of what was that? Was there flooding?
Of a changing.
Was there flooding? 40
Yes.
days of flooding.
Yes.
Plagues.
Yes.
So they all kind of went up. So growing
No,
up,
that's because Jesus suffered in the desert 40 days and 40 nights and was tempted
Another
by
40
Satan.
another-
That's where
another
the 40 days comes from.
Well, wait. No, in the Old Testament, the flood was 40 days and 40 nights of rain. And then there was the temptation in the desert, yes. And then there was from the time Palm Sunday is when, in the Christian belief tradition,
That's when Jesus
he
rode
enters
into Nazareth on his ass and they all threw palm
not
fronds
Nazareth,
in front of
There
him.
you
not
go.
Nazareth. Not, okay, let me correct you guys.
Old
Really?
in
The half-ass-
Nazareth,
half-
I was feeling
Half-ass
about
thing.
half-assed,
It was
yeah.
Jerusalem.
It was Jerusalem.
It was Jerusalem, okay? That's all right. I'm not saying it's okay. But
Anyway, happy holidays
Yeah.
to everybody.
no, but where's the screwed up stuff coming up now? The screwed up thing, I'm just going to piss off people.
I know.
So we have Good Friday coming up.
Yes, we do.
In 3 days.
yes.
When
he
the Hebrews and the Romans
they crucify him.
couldn't get their act together. And, neither one really wanted to take responsibility.
Are we doing
according to the
a religious
No, the historical thing.
podcast
Why is it doing
right
it?
here?
No, well, we're doing a little of it there. And then he's crucified. 3 days later, comes back. 3 days, comes back. The two women go to lay flowers at his
They were
the
out there
cave,
praying.
the whatever they
Happy
call it.
Zombie Jesus Day.
Yep, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff going on.
That's Bill.
But then a whole
Said he was
bunch of
gonna
stuff.
stay
He walks
here till we
around.
got back.
He walks around until June, right?
No, he just kept
So-
making random appearances.
No, and then
in
rises
front
up
of the-
bodily into heaven. So, and what
I swear
we do-
that was
no,
peyote.
I just to say, how do we commemorate it? You go to the mall. There's a 6-foot rabbit that you can go and get your picture taken on.
That's
and-
because
and-
Jesus was unavailable.
No, but I mean,
How dare you
the-
guys?
the-
Well,
the-
they can't give the kids enough peyote to make that legend work. So.
Yeah.
I know, but with the rabbit, and then you start giving away chocolates and eggs, and to work that into, even in the Catholic Church, they never said, don't do that on Sunday. Don't start making Easter baskets. But they don't say they same people will take their kids to the mall and there's a really great picture of this crazy ass rabbit costume, and these kids are screaming. It looked like an evil.
That's my
evil
girlfriend.
rabbit.
Camille.
That's that picture.
Camille.
That looked like if you had
Horror show.
a horror show rabbit.
Yes.
Camille is a rabbit.
But they were. They back in the day, they were very scary. It was a rabbit costume, but the kids didn't like it. It was the scariest thing they ever seen in their dreams.
The only thing that we ever had was a Santa Claus at the mall. We never had no Easter bunny
Well,
at the mall.
there's weird traditions and stuff like that. There was with Christmas. There was a German. It was I forget. It's Krunkel something.
Oh,
Krunkel.
yeah, that's the
Belschnickel.
Oh.
I don't even know who that is.
Belschnickel and Black Peter This is the horrible thing. Kind of racist too. Belschnickel showed up before Christmas and beat the shit out of the bad kids. He had a bundle of sticks.
Coal and sticks.
No, it's sticks. And he would just run around and beat the shit out of the bad kids. And Black Peter was his slave boy who was his assistant.
Never heard this story.
It's German.
neither.
It's
I've
German.
never
It's
heard.
German.
I'm
Well,
German,
Bill
but I
heard it.
never heard that.
Bill-
My
Bill-
grandpa
You gotta hang
died
out with-
before I heard
Bill. No, this is old Pennsylvania
Yeah,
Dutch
you got
stuff.
to hang out with the Pennsylvania Dutch.
The Pennsylvania Dutch, yeah, the
Crazy
non-Amish ones.
Wow.
Yeah, that was. They had some really freaky kind
I'm
of.
glad I was never taught that.
And you can understand. You could
I
probably.
mean, we had, the Easter Bunny showing up with eggs and chocolate.
You can see. You can see that probably that's what got to, Hitler and Goebbels got all
Wow.
worked up because of that shit. They probably got that shit kicked out of them by the Belschnickel and Black
The
Peter.
Belschnickel.
Belschnickel or something like that. I know I'll be corrected by somebody, but on that. But it's just
I
interesting.
don't know if we've got a whole lot of Mennonites and Pennsylvania Dutch listening to the show.
That's the Mennonite. It's Lutheran. It's Lutheran.
Oh, it's the Lutherans?
Yeah, the Mennonites didn't do. They with the Mennonites and the Amish and stuff. They went really ultra light on the holiday part. They just went to the service.
Yep.
They were almost like in the.
I love good old Norwegian Lutherans.
Look, he wants some.
Oh well, in German.
German.
No, I don't know if the Norwegian could have.
No,
had,
those are out towards Michigan.
No, but the Norwegians could have had the same traditions because they're probably.
I don't want to give him the rest of this, man. I was going to eat it later, man.
You're gonna
Luke is
deny your daughter.
deciding-
Luke is puzzling or
Whether to give T-Bone
T-Bone his
his other half a sandwich or
sandwich or something like that. T-Bone's his dog. So you're like it's Rumpelsnickel and that's T-Bone's Black Peter. Is your
I had
assistant?
no idea.
That's
What are you talking about?
I just told you what that was about, Luke.
You're assuming that we're actually listening.
No, it doesn't. Can we get a little respect? At least pretend I give you guys
Well,
respect.
I'm listening, but
Okay.
no, Luke.
Oh, Luke
was
doesn't.
eating.
If Luke started paying attention, that would ruin the whole
Luke was
the
eating.
whole thing of the show.
He had,
It works best if he's not.
If
he's
I
not
had
up
that
on
prime
everything
rib
we spoke
sandwich in
about.
front of me, I'd be giving it 100% of my attention as well.
I'm ADD, man. Fuck.
Okay, so we'll get off the religious holidays, and then we got the whole.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're rolling right into. We're in
Now, I
peak
call them
season.
superstitious holidays because here's what aggravates the shit out of me, man. People always want to act like religion is legitimate. But all it is, really, is fucking superstition.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than going, ooh, I saw a black rider on a white horse at midnight riding east, and that means that this marriage ain't going to work out.
There you go.
I mean, it's every bit as superstitious. Oh, as
But at the
this
same
magical
time, we
fucking
really
cat
don't know
died
what
for our
religion
sin.
is, if it's real or not. I mean,
So that's why it's all
That's
superstitious.
what's
Well,
out in the
It's
back.
either no. I
We
only
really
believe in
don't
two
know.
things: science,
I was
You either believe in science or you believe in
I
superstition.
believe in
pagans and the
science.
Christians and the
But I also
Jews
believe
and all
that-
that
I
stuff.
always like the
It's
old-
all. It's just less codified. If you
I
call
just like
native
starting
religions, the Native American religions or whatever stuff like that.
I like
But
some of the native
part of
ones.
it
Those are good.
this week is our one of the busiest, supposedly one of the busiest weeks down here. There's a lot of traffic. For some reason, though, it's not.
Learn how to drive.
I'm a
Yeah.
born again Buddhist, man.
We're talking about being in season now and stuff like that. You know.
I
Right,
know
yeah.
it,
We
man.
were
You
still
can't
in
go
the
to
religion
Almara. I'm
thing.
glad. Oh, I got to play in Almara.
You gotta play at Almirada.
Fucker, man. I got to put up.
I
with
made
that
sure I didn't
traffic going
schedule
south.
myself-
Son of a bitch.
Hey, let's,
I didn't
on a
sched-
really
What time you have to go?
On a really cool note, my car, my 48 Mercury at Islamorada Founders Park, won Raddest Rod
Wow. I think it should have.
Raddest.
on Sunday.
Bub.
Yes, I'm a happy camper.
There you go. Yeah, no, I made damn sure I didn't schedule myself past mile marker 100
We got.
this
You know
weekend.
what? We need to get Luke a new ride.
Well, I like his ride,
his
man.
thing.
I need a
I would like
Ford
to get it all done up.
Econoline van.
If we get big enough-
It doesn't
No.
have to be.
I
As
would
long as
want-
it doesn't leak.
I know, but it would have a big hat on it, like that hat with a big.
Oh no,
weed
you
thing.
can't. You can't
No.
put one of these on a E1 or on a.
Or maybe a
Econoline.
wrap on it, a
But
wrap
his
on it
van
to
was
make it
the
look like.
bomb. This van, he drove that forever and ever and ever, and that was a good van for him. Everything
fit
fit.
in there. Even me, when I got too fucked up,
Yeah.
I had room to sleep, man.
Yep.
Now
Yep,
I
curl
got
up.
a van that barely hauls my shit,
I
and
know.
there's no room to sleep in the motherfucker.
I've got my big old Chateau Econoline
I saw
out
you
there.
pull up in it today.
I love that thing. That thing's outlived like 3 replacement vehicles because I keep keeping it,
Yeah.
and I finally get sick of the replacement vehicle. The last one was the Honda Odyssey, which I liked a lot, and I could get just about everything in it. But yeah, it was just tight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hillbilly Van Collection.
Uh-huh.
Today we're going to be talking about how Luke carpeted lots of his
Yes.
vans on the outside.
Yes.
Hey
you know?
man,
Yeah.
this is a true story, no shit. In one of my vans, we were up at we were on the road, and I didn't want to ding the fucking outside. It was a brand new van, and you can ding it from the inside out.
Yeah.
So we happened to be at a Holiday Inn up somewhere in fucking Georgia, and they were recarpeting the place. So we took the remnant carpets, man, and fucking glued it
all
cut
in.
it all in.
There
And
you
yeah,
go.
man.
Put it on the inside.
Yeah, I had this pink
Cheech
and
and
purple
Chong,
fucking
here we
carpet,
come.
man, from the fucking
Pink and
Holiday
purple.
Inn.
So
You
he
like
has all
that.
this fucking asbestos carpeting inside that van.
Plastic burning.
Yeah.
You know, when you leave the hooter down the road.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had that shit on
Yeah.
there, man. That whatever glue it was, you paint it on for a little while, and you let it, and you paint it on the
Yeah.
stuff.
Contact
and you
cement.
get one fucking shot to get it fucking right, man.
Yeah, 'cause you ain't
man,
get it- it's
once
never
stuck,
coming back
it's
off.
never coming back off,
Oh,
man.
it's like putting on that.
Yeah, no, it's contact cement.
Oh, okay.
And
I
we
put it on
were
a-
really
a-
lucky,
a-
man.
A protected screen on there.
1,500, it'll never come off.
Okay. Well, in we're in the middle of the, like I said, Luke has to go to and play down in Islamorada. When is that? Thursday?
No, that's tonight, man.
What time?
Whenever we're done, man. They don't start till 7.
Oh, you'll get there when you start. If you start at 5:00, you'll get there by 7.
Yeah, traffic won't be bad now.
Yeah. It'll
Not
lighten
Oh
up.
shit! I had to drive down to Key West on Friday. It took me 2 hours to get through Almirada.
Yeah, I know. Islamorada can be like a nightmare.
I left because I did me and Captain Josh do a big thing down for the SPCA down there every year, and we start. We usually get there about 4 o'clock set up. So I left at noon. I didn't get down there till 4:45.
You know,
Wow.
when that happens everywhere. It happens any vacation. When we went to Poland last
Happened
time,
on evacuation
when
last
we
year.
went, evacuation. I
Evacuation.
went up the other way, but
Yeah.
in Poland, these side streets that go into the resort towns.
Correct.
We just taken like 4 hours to go. Something that should take like an hour and a half.
Yes.
And then I go, they go, it's always like this. And I said, why don't we leave at 5 in the morning then?
Right, exactly.
When she goes, we don't know how to get there in the dark because the roads are all windy and it's in the mountains. And
You
I
turn
go-
your lights
and then I
on?
thought, No, they had the lights on. But
Well,
I'm
you
just,
should have said that. You should have said that.
no,
Turn your lights
no,
on.
no, no.
I was
It
gonna
was-
say, man, in this day of GPS, man. What
No,
the
no,
fuck?
but that
Yes,
I could have
too.
used that too, but they weren't familiar with that, and I'm not saying,
Oh, no.
but I said, yeah, we could have gotten up at 5 a.m. and avoided all this stuff, but she says, part of it's the seeing the landscape as you're going
Yeah,
through
it's
there,
unless
but
you're
not
the
so
one
much
driving,
not
because
so
then
much.
you got to pay attention to the bumper to bumper,
not so
creeping
much
through the
down,
fucking traffic.
not so
That's
much
your
when you're going,
purpose, okay.
especially going
and
through Alvarado.
everybody fucking
Don't get mad. Hey, we make money. We make money
looking
when people
around
are
and
down.
shit. That's part of the fucking big holdup.
It
This
is.
bridge, they get
This
on top of
bridge.
this fucking bridge right here,
Before that,
yeah.
once they see water, they slow down.
and
And then they all
then
crawl.
up here, man, the motherfuckers want to stop and get a picture, and it's
Yeah.
like, look, man, they should have built a goddamn pull-off lane up there so fucking tourists could get
Yeah, but
pictures.
they
Well,
won't
that's
do it for
millions of
any
dollars.
them.
Yeah.
They should do that. That would be like a scenic route. That'd be fun.
Wait, Luke. They were supposed to have 4 lanes coming in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But they bought all
Well,
those trees,
Yeah,
See-
they got those trees and the median strip.
and they're all gone.
Yeah, all the trees are gone.
And
They're-
you couldn't even see across the road.
No, and it did
Wasn't
create.
that Stunod?
I mean,
Would
and
you
there's
guys agree that was Stunod?
they're fucking
too odd.
going to
That was
replace
too
them.
odd.
They're going to spend millions to replace them. They
That
said.
was well, the insurance
FDOT
company
is.
paid
We're supposed to
for
be
it,
we're
but-
we're supposed to be enticing people down here.
Well, okay, so I'm going to say
So
this.
after Easter, the traffic
Let me
lets
say
up.
this
So come
then.
on down.
Come on, bring your
Let me
ass
just
down
say
here and
one
run
thing.
into the guy in
You
front of you
arrive
and
in
clog
the
up
Keys.
traffic.
Come on.
Enjoy the Keys and slow down, but do the speed limit. I mean, don't
look-
drive crazy, but please do the speed limit and be careful.
Look at those people coming right around the point there,
Kayaking.
kayaking.
There you go.
Now
The
you
way-
wouldn't be kayaking in Minnesota today,
No,
not
you
unless you were in a
Minnesota.
fucking wetsuit and goddamn.
You betcha.
Thermal underwears and.
Well, there's a whole bunch of people that are going to be in thermal underwear and dry suits and
Being a
kayaking
fella.
and shit.
Belly looking fella, funny looking fella.
Yeah, it did
Sound like the
cool
guy
off a
from,
little bit. It got
Fargo.
it's like only 75 or 6 right
Yeah,
now.
no, it's gorgeous, man.
Yeah,
Man.
it's perfect to be
Nice
out
night.
there in the water.
On
But
the
it-
base
I wore
side.
I wore
I
a
have
good
friends,
T-shirt.
I have friends coming down from Philadelphia. They're going to be on our show in early May. Kevin O'Dare, Pat McGeehan, a couple other guys from McGeehan's. I don't know who's coming down, but I'd rather be surprised. They're going to be staying. I think they're going to be renting a place at Mariners Resort, and we'll have them take them out fishing. I got to find a nice fishing charter
We
for them.
probably know a few.
Yeah, I
we
know
know,
we
charter
a lot of them, man.
Yeah, you get to get all the stories.
Yeah.
I hope
about
the
me.
wind dies down because right now she's cranking.
Well, yeah.
You know, it just-
we got about
This
2
is our
months to do that.
northeast. It's our northeastern.
Well, I mean,
Everybody's
the
got-
weather's sucking up north, and there's another one right behind this one.
Yeah, this is in May.
They say they're going to have snow up in
What,
like
they got 4 nor'easters in 3 weeks?
and another
Damn.
one. It's not going to be as bad, but it's still going to dump snow on them
Dude,
this week,
if it
and then
snows,
another one
it's
next week.
bad.
It's going to snow in April.
I
It-
take
I
care
had a
of
dream.
yachts, and every one of
Yeah.
my boats. I'm sorry, Jim.
Yeah.
Every
That's
one
all right.
of my boats, I keep changing the fenders because the wind it keeps moving my boats. And now I got northeastern, so now I'm moving my fenders again.
Sissy,
And
you really.
Some people don't know what fenders are.
okay,
Yeah, the mic moves away up and
Some
back.
people don't know what
Bumpers.
fenders are.
I'm moving
Fenders are
bumpers.
bumpers.
It protects the sides of the boat.
It's so the
on
boat
the
doesn't
dock.
smash against
Yeah.
the dock.
against the dock and do down.
For those
if
that
the
don't know
Titanic
that.
had big bumpers going into that iceberg, it would have probably still sank. But
Well, it hit it
Yeah,
underneath.
probably no. But
Yeah, I might have said.
I had a
anyway.
dream the other night.
Was
that
it wet or
was-
dry?
It was a dry, cold dream.
Cold
It was cold.
drive.
I'm down here in the Keys, and I'm
Oh,
talking to customers. I'm wearing a winter coat, and it's in the 20s.
Oh,
If
I'm
that
wearing a
ever
winter coat
happened-
if it's in the 70s.
No, but that would be a catastrophe. 20 degrees down here. All the plants
Oh,
and the animal, everything.
Oh
Everything.
man,
Everything would
that
die.
Would kill so
Everything.
much, man.
Oh, the
that
people
would probably
die.
kill
Are you
me.
kidding?
Well, the people, some people would die.
It
And,
would take
and-
the lizards out.
Shit,
Oh, we
we'd
could
all
go-
be hauling ass to Cuba.
well, yeah, the lizards, but then all those.
We'd kill all the damn invasives. All those
Yeah,
damn,
but
curly tails.
And the weird thing about dreams is everything seemed normal. I'm telling them, I'm used to
The
this
curly
weather. I'm
tails
from
are
up
cool,
north.
Though. I mean, they're not invasive. They don't eat
Yeah,
the
they're
plants.
invasive. Yeah,
They
they
carry-
eat plants.
They're all right.
They eat all
They
the other
carry
lizards.
hepatitis.
Yeah, but who's kissing them?
No, and the curly tail lizards eat the straight tail lizards. They eat our natural.
They eat
little
our natural
lizards,
ones.
man.
The big Cuban lizards will eat everything and anything, and your most precious plants they will eat because they're hungry. And it's you have a poinsettia that you collected for 2 years from your mom or somebody, and they will walk up and eat the whole poinsettia, which is poisonous to anybody else in this life. Anybody. And they
Except
will eat
iguanas.
it. Except iguanas.
Well, you know why?
And those some bitches.
Don't you know?
My cat killed a pretty
The
good size
poinsettia. The
iguana other
poinsettia
day.
came from Mexico. It was brought from the. I know this because I don't know why I know it. The ambassador to Mexico from the United States brought the poinsettia to the United States.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and
I thought they were local. I mean, not local, but like
no,
in
they're
New
from
York.
Mexico. No, Mexico.
Wow.
Well, here's
It's
the thing
dry.
about
It's
a
a dry-
poinsettia. It doesn't spread like say
No,
like a
nothing.
Brazilian pepper tree does. I mean, you
Oh,
can't
I
even
hate
kill
those
them some
goddamn
bitches,
things,
man.
But how about an aloe? I had an aloe on my boat. They ate the whole aloe
Yep.
from top to bottom
On the
I
boat?
wish they'd eat.
on my boat.
Oh, did they climb up the
They
lines?
climbed on my 30
They
foot boat
swim.
and
They can
ate
climb the
whole
lines.
damn
The iguanas are fucking. They're destructive as
badass.
shit.
They really are destructive.
There was when I was
But
driving in today. There was
it was
about
really
a 2.5
cool.
foot iguana right on the road here. I can't.
Actually, we were leaving here after playing one night. There was a 10-foot crocodile on the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how I could call him an alligator and get a tag and get a new pair of boots.
We did speak about the crocodile's less aggressive than the alligator.
They're shy.
He still ran. As soon as
But
I-
you got to remember, man, they have discovered that there's some West Nile fucking crocs that
Right.
escaped and are
Yeah.
living in our canals, and
Correct.
they have proved that they can crossbreed with
With-
our
with the
native
locals,
ones.
yeah.
Correct.
And so, and they're very fucking aggressive,
Very
man.
aggressive.
They're like some of our musicians down here.
Yeah, man. Give us
Cutting in
some
on
fucking
that
cocaine. God damn it,
Oh,
we'll tear
whoa,
down the
whoa.
goddamn door.
That doesn't. No, not for Bill.
Oh no.
He's cut off for at least 3 days.
Yeah, no, not,
One day, 2 days.
Another 10 years or so.
10 years.
That's
oh,
a good
shit.
time. 10 years.
Yeah,
What
Cody's
was
got
that Johnny Cash song when he sang that?
Cocaine Blues.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
He
you
was
you probably do
awesome.
that, right? Cocaine Blues?
Pat and I do it.
He had to teach himself.
I think I think we made you do it with us one night.
I can remember how to play it, but the words
might
We
come
can
and
write
go.
them down for you.
I'm fucking half fucking brain dead anyway, man. What brain cells I do have left misfire, and god damn it, it's just hard to remember
you
shit.
ever hear the plasticity of the brain? That just
I've heard
means
of
that
elasticity of the brain.
Plasticity means
No,
that
I'm
when
a-
one part dies, another part of your brain can pick up the slack.
I'm a
because
firm
we're only using
believer,
10%, right?
What is that? That's the norm theory from
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah,
All the old, slow, weak brain cells are the ones that get killed off the more I drink.
yeah.
So I'm really making myself smarter by drinking more.
Oh, I see. Perfect.
No, but you believe in
It's
the
survival of the
plasticity
fittest,
mind.
man.
When
Exactly.
somebody has a stroke and
Right.
a certain part of your brain dies, and then sometimes the functions get picked up from other parts.
I'm already working on the brain stem, man.
I think
That's all I
A
got.
good-
I got my inner amphibian, and that's it,
got,
man.
got a little cerebellum telling you to breathe in.
I think
breathe
that's
out,
called the
breathe in, breathe
amygdala.
out.
The amygdala you're talking about, or the medulla oblongata.
The medulla oblongata.
Yeah, that's that brain stem.
No,
There you
that
go.
came later, man.
Yeah.
The brainstem is our most basic.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
motor
I
functions.
watched this really interesting science show where it showed these two side by side things, and they looked identical. One was a human fucking embryo, and the other was a fucking fish embryo, and they looked fucking identical. Fins, tails, everything.
There you go.
You know, so.
I would think a frog would too. You know.
Well, wait,
that
wait,
little,
wait,
like-
whoa. When
like
some
that
gets
little-
But I
small,
mean, what
not
I'm
really-
saying is that proves to me that we evolved from the
Evolution.
fucking
Well,
water,
I
man.
don't-
That right
I
there.
don't know if that's like when you get small enough, you look at an atom.
Well, and then they took
I mean,
chickens.
there's a hydrogen atom in you, and there's a hydrogen atom in tons, billions, trillions, and they're looking exactly alike. It's how they're put together and how they develop. And
They're
it's the
real
DNA.
Well, that's the
DNA.
It's the
DNA.
DNA
Know.
deep down. The 26
and the RNA
chromosome.
too. You can't
the
forget
26
the RNA.
RNA,
And you
DNA.
can't forget the
What
BNA.
do you know what that stands for?
And you
It's
can't.
DNA.
And you can't.
You know what-
believe-
DNA,
and you
man.
can't forget the BMS.
Do you know what
No,
DNA
man.
stands for?
You're forgetting the most important
By
one.
knowledgeable,
TNA.
applicable.
TNA, man.
TNA.
Okay, no, but TNA is
TNA is the most important
deoxyribone
one.
nucleic acid.
Nucleic acid.
Wow.
Yeah, some big name.
Now
And
we
another
get
one's
scientific.
bubonic fucking whatever it is.
No, I'm just saying that
Nucleic
everything
acid.
in its initial stages.
And then there's LSD.
T
I know
is
what that
for-
is.
No, when an egg cell
T is for
titties.
titties.
And
And
A
H
D
is
is
for-
for
No,
Huge
H is
titties.
for
huge.
huge
Oh.
titties, and E is for
elevation.
Enormous.
enormous titties.
Elevation.
Well, sometimes you don't get a lot of that down
Wait,
here.
THE what? So what are you throwing out?
THC, man.
No,
Redneck mother.
THE. He.
He spelled the end of mother.
Redneck mother.
Oh, okay.
Old, not a Jerry Jeff Walker song.
No, it's written by Ray Wiley
Clark,
Hubbard.
or Ray Wiley Hubbard.
Okay. Well, that's
And you're forgiven if you get Guy Clark, Ray Wiley Hubbard, and Jerry Jeff Walker mixed up on their songwriting duties. You're actually somewhat forgiven because they wrote all their stuff for all of them, and they all passed back and forth. And
Yeah, it was like the herpes they passed around.
okay. Now
From
let's.
fucking the same chick all the
What
time.
a great gift.
Okay, yeah, we'll cut off the Nashville hour right now.
That's actually the East Texas hour.
East Texas. Okay, East Texas.
That's the East Texas.
That's
hour.
close
That's
enough.
Beaumont, Texas.
That's
Beaumont.
fucking close enough. How about a little North Jersey, little Bruce Springsteen?
No, not so much.
How about Long
Everybody's
Island?
got a
Billy Joel?
lonely
Billy Joel.
heart.
Yeah, Billy Joel.
Oh, Billy Joel, man.
Oh, come on. Everyone has their own style. Give them
Sing
a break.
us a
Elton
song, ya
John.
piano man.
Elton John, Metallica.
And the microphone smells like a beer.
Led Zeppelin. How about Led Zeppelin? You got a problem with Led Zeppelin?
No, I like
Yeah, I
Led
do.
Zeppelin.
Okay, there you
except
go.
for Jimmy except for Robert Plant and his squeaky ass voice, man. You know.
Well, wait. Didn't he go country?
Well,
Probably.
he did.
He did a swing. He did a pretty cool swing album.
Actually, he did. I liked his solo stuff too, man. When he quit
Yeah,
trying to
that's,
scream everything, you know.
Yeah, he did.
You know
what was that? He
Anything's
did
better
the
than a
old,
fucking Jimmy Buffett they play all the time here.
Oh shit! I didn't even finish this one.
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. I'm done.
He did
Hey,
that
Uncle
old,
Phil is here.
What?
There's Phil.
How you doing?
No, but as long as
So they have a prime
you know,
rib
down
sandwich
here,
that kicks
I know
ass
it won't
today.
help us with that, but we do have.
I'm done.
There's
Thank
there's
you,
plenty of
man.
Jimmy Buffett.
Actually, you
How
know,
you doing today,
Buffett
Phil?
did like 6 really
I'm
good
hanging in there,
albums.
brother.
Yeah.
He did old golf and country stuff. It was country based. It was fun. It was. Then he did like
That Alison Krauss
changes
thing,
in attitudes, changes in latitudes,
Oh,
and that's where the 9 songs that we all fucking hate came from. And
No, I'm
anything
not.
after
Hey, I'm
that
not.
is
I'm
It's
not.
just
commercial.
overplayed. That's
I'm not
I
saying
know.
that's exactly
That's
it.
it.
It's like we're in Dollywood,
right.
and it's all Dolly Parton.
Yeah, nobody plays Ace. Nobody plays all the old
No,
stuff.
no,
the fun,
I'm-
the fun
Right.
cool stuff.
My whole world lies waiting
No, but-
behind
It
door
has nothing to do
number
with music.
3.
It has to do with.
There's a
We just hear it all the
I
time.
Yeah.
chose my
There's a
barrel,
whole lot of
I wore
music.
a barrel
Other than
barrel,
it's
and they
there's a
rolled
whole
me
lot
to
of
the
different
front
music
row.
that fits in down here too. Besides Jimmy Buffett, you got Leonard
See,
Skinner.
nobody
you got the
listens to
Southern
that.
Rock thing.
I play that at people
Yeah.
they don't even know
Marshall
who wrote it.
Tucker.
I know those are great songs. Nobody plays them. Oh, Josh and I do.
Yeah.
Uncle Smokey, Jimmy Hawkins, Felix the Cat.
Fee is a reggae cat.
Yeah, he is a reggae boy.
Listen, I love the tone. I love the music.
Yeah.
What an incredible voice! What an incredible playing
But it was like a butt.
out loud.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on, you can say
He's
it.
a pain in the
Say it.
balls.
Oh, Jesus.
He's not very
Bill.
friendly.
Who's this?
Felix.
Hey. Oh, really?
No, he's not really friendly.
No, but I'll tell you what. As far as music wise, you want to see Felix the Cat, and when he's playing with his dad, or
I don't wanna get
anybody else.
What do you mean he's not too friendly? What
Phenomenal
happened?
music.
What do you mean?
Oh, Fee is-
Phenomenal. I mean,
Fee is
just
not.
just
Fee
Keith's
can be-
music, not Jimmy Buffett, not
No,
crap.
what do you mean not friendly? I don't know.
Fee can have some issues with getting along with people.
Really?
A lot,
Wow.
a lot.
Well, you gotta, you
But-
know,
But
Whatever.
give the
I know
give the
what-
kid some slack.
You get
Hawkins
fucked
was
with-
his
And that's what I
dad.
must
you
say out
get
loud.
fucked a
He's
lot with. You get fucked with a lot as a musician, and you fucking hit a spot in life where you just fucking you get sick of fucking people. You know, they're trying to
We
talk to you
all
when you're
do.
plugging in your shit. You
I
know, you're
know.
trying to hook up stuff,
And
you're
mo-
running
mo-
late, and you're trying to get going, and there's always some fucking
No.
asshole saying,
I love you. No.
Not you. You're never a pain in the ass.
No,
you just
I'm
come
not.
up and give us a
But
quick hug
you
and
know,
stuff. But
he is.
That's why we got to get that guy to be one of the people to be a roadie for Luke.
a phenomenal,
And they could just-
phenomenal player. Right,
they could
Luke,
just
when
block.
You say,
Oh, yeah,
my
man.
God, the
If you want to
talent
talk to
is sick.
Mr. Glenn, you have to talk to me first. And then you can ask your stupid question to the person.
And
right?
that won't work at all.
Yeah.
So,
And then-
what kind of amp are you using? And it says Marshall all over it, you know? Or it says Boogie on the front of it. Oh, what kind of guitar is that?
you should just
And they're
stop
standing
on
right
one side
there
of your
looking
nose
right
and-
at it,
There
and
you
it
go.
says on it Gibson, Les Paul.
Yeah, we all deal with dicks in our life.
if somebody
I mean,
sat there,
That's like, hey, are you guys playing cards?
if somebody sat there,
You know?
That's Animal House.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, if somebody sat there, looked at me the whole set, and been checking out my stuff and listening, comes up after and goes, "Hey, man, what kind of is that the new Shadow preamp? And are you running this? Are you running that?" Yes, I will have a good conversation with you. We'll talk. We'll talk high end electronics. And we'll have a good time. If you walk up and go, "Is that a big cabinet?" I'm like, "Yep, it's a big cabinet. Here's your sign."
you know, we all deal with different things in whatever career we have, and I deal with it. You know, and I work at Anglers Club, and I deal with many issues, but you still have to find that shut up value.
I'm going to duct tape that damn microphone to you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not loud enough.
This is a
There we
visual.
go.
This is not a visual medium, but you have to remember that we have somebody here that talks with their hands constantly.
I do.
I was raised by an
what
Italian.
what
I'm sorry.
she's got to remember is she's got to keep one hand stationary in front of her
I
mouth,
know.
and then the
Yeah,
other
the
one
other one
can
you got
go
to get like
everywhere.
this. Derlin, I'm
Okay.
just like you.
If you take
So
the
you were
hand
talking
with the
about
microphone,
keep your mouth shut when there's someone saying that, right? With that,
Right.
what were you
Right.
saying?
Okay.
That's
I
your
was
saying.
raised by
There
an
you go.
Italian, and I'm Irish and German, so the hands are flying, and
lock that one hand in.
Well,
Don't
see,
get the
usually
little
I have
Yeah.
a joint in one hand and a beer in the other,
Right,
so
right,
I
see?
don't move around too much.
You know,
man.
Okay.
I got
and now you have a
I got a
stand,
plan.
Now I
see
have a
this.
stand.
I got a
man.
plan for the really stupid question when it's like 9 o'clock and say you got a band tonight, and it's 9 o'clock. We close at 10.
Right.
Are we getting? Or is it? Are you gonna? Do you have live music? And there's no band. Obviously,
No.
I want to get a little karaoke machine. Bring it up, and I'm gonna just start singing to them the dumbest ass songs, just like Andy Kaufman used to do. Like,
Tiptoe through the tulips when the wind blows.
Oh, my
I would
God.
sing that. I would
Oh,
sing that.
no.
I'd come in and take me away.
So
Somebody
on,
take me away.
on Amazon Prime.
We got big balls.
You've lost.
We got big balls.
that. Oh no. I got to teach you
AC/DC.
No, I got to teach you Palmdale, old Afro Man rap song.
Afro Man. I know that one.
No, but
I
it
can
has to
do
be
it.
kind of
Gold
grindy.
45 and 2 zigzags.
Oh, that's
Yes,
a good. That is
yes,
actually a good
that's
song.
That's all we need.
I like that. Well, listen, folks, we've wiled away these last 15 minutes
Oh, yeah,
talking about
Absolutely nothing.
Many.
nothing. No, wait. We talked about the duality of man and how we try to use, that better part of us kind of slips away sometimes when we're caught up in the group and drinking too much, and then that's where shame and regret comes from. But luckily,
Until you run out of shame and
No,
regret.
I have no shame and no regret. And the group,
whoa,
The-
Toad, I call bullshit.
the
Bullshit! There was a demonstrative display of shame and regret.
no,
Through the
that
act.
that was an apology for bad taste.
I
How is
had
that
to,
not
I
the
had-
same thing?
No.
no, man. Shame is when you.
Acknowledgement's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Shame is
Yes.
when you
I
get
realized I was
caught
being an
riding a
asshole.
moped.
It's okay.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt my feelings that I was an asshole,
I'm
but
not just saying
Right.
shame doesn't have to hurt your feelings. We're all human.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
why that's the thing that we say. If I did something wrong, I feel shame and I apologize. And you say you don't have any shame. Shame doesn't have to be hurtful.
Well, no.
It's not a negative emotion. It's what makes us
And I don't
makes
think
us behave. We don't need a 10 commandments to tell us not to lie, not to steal our neighbor's wife.
No, we don't.
Because that's what we got. We have our own thing.
That's
in our
why we
head.
have swinger clubs, so we don't
Oh,
have to
Jesus.
steal
Wait,
a
you're
neighbor's
not
wife. They
stealing
do
it,
it
it's
voluntarily.
oh yeah, go drive down La Almirada.
They're not
all
so.
hooked up
They're
down
not
there.
all so hot.
Whatever.
Next time we're going to talk
Hey,
about those
man.
closeted gay guys.
the gesture.
That'll always come up.
Yeah.
The gesture of the flowers and all that. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's Bill being sweet because he's a sweet motherfucker.
And he
Me, I
loves
just go in and I smile at him. I go, I'm sorry. You know you love me.
Yeah. Well,
and they forgive me. You know?
I did that too, but throwing chocolate at
She.
them certainly makes them come around a lot quicker.
Well,
I ate the
my wife, the
chocolate.
only chocolate she
Kathy
likes is
gave
if
me-
it's got
Kathy
mushrooms
gave
in
me
it.
the chocolate. You know,
Especially you can't
Flowers.
give chocolate to girls that are on a diet, man.
Oh, it kills me. I want to bring chocolate to my wife all the time, but she's diabetic.
Why don't you
and her
just
blood
bring
sugar
them
is high.
protein powder?
Yeah.
You know? Protein
I
powder,
don't know.
muscle milk.
And
Hey,
chocolate's
what
a beautiful thing.
Oh, especially those little Godiva packs.
Well, chocolate's supposed to release endorphins on you that's similar to
Well, dark
sex.
chocolate is really good for your heart and really good for high blood pressure. So you think chocolate isn't good. It actually is very good for
Really
a
good for
high-
reducing it.
high blood pressure because dark
Salt's good for high
lowers
blood pressure.
your blood pressure.
It increases it.
Well,
That's how you say it.
actually,
Yeah.
man, Nestle is developing a new kind of chocolate where they take the sugar and they do what they call fluff it, and
Hey,
They
I'm a
fluff
big
it.
fan of getting fluff.
and so what it is they
I wanna hear
instead of the sugar crystals being real tight because it says it tastes twice as much. Our natural taste buds don't recognize sugar that easily. But the way their new process is, it makes it taste super sweet with half the sugar.
Wow. Okay.
So I'll be interested to
He's
try
like Clark.
that, man.
Didn't Clark Griswold? Wasn't he a
No,
food
no idea.
He
engineer?
was a food fucking engineer.
Yeah,
man.
was he?
See, I
Yeah,
watch all
no.
this boring
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
on
he was in
TV
it.
because
So
I
he-
fucking
you're like our
hate
Clark,
goddamn news
Griswold
and soap
coming up
operas.
with a great. Okay, well, thank you, Luke. That's interesting. My name's Jim. I'm the Keys bartender. We're going to be on tomorrow at 5 o'clock from the Catch. I'm going to give everyone a chance to say
Oh, and
goodbye.
tomorrow
then-
is Naked Night. So
Okay.
bring in a naked person to the Catch and get your first drink free.
Are you playing?
Oh Lord.
no,
Okay, Geraldine.
nobody's playing.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
But we might be swinging.
Okay, Luke.
Wow.
Just a swinging. You know
Okay.
that double meaning in that song?
Yeah, I know.
man?
Everybody's going to helicopter.
Okay, Bill. Your time.
Huh.
Well, thank you all so much. We do appreciate you all listening. We will be back tomorrow at 5. We're going to be at the Catch. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to talk about a whole bunch of other stuff that's completely off topic. Thank you all so much. We do appreciate you listening.
Oh.
Thanks, sissy.
Thanks for being on, Sissy.
Nice all.
There you go.
With the Capital One Savor Card, you earn 4% cash back on dining and entertainment.
Does that include dinner at that new French place?
Yep, 4% cash back there.
How about bowling with my friends?
Yeah, 4% cash back on that too.
Nice.
And that'll be a rewarding weekend. Because with the Capital One Savor Card, you earn 4% on dining and entertainment. So when you go out, you cash in. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Capital One Bank, USA, N.A.
Right now, you can get both Sprint's unlimited plan and the all-new Samsung Galaxy S10 included for just $35 per month per line for 5 lines. All you need is approved credit and an 18-month lease. No trade-in required. Visit a Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1.
Phone $15 a month after $22.50 a month. Credit apply within 2 bills. If canceled earlier, remaining balance due. Unlimited basic after 6/30/20. Pay $32 per month per line for 5 lines with auto pay. Data deprioritization during congestion. Speed maximums. Use rules and restrictions apply.